After a chilly Wednesday and Alliance delayed opening day, it is finally time for some softball. The Aviators and the Cardinals up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! Needs a point, and it's alive! Hansen pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
Good evening from Alliance High School in Alliance, Ohio, the same city as the Machine, Mount Union, as today the 2-0 Sandy Valley Cardinals take on the 0-0 Alliance Aviators. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live on SmeeSports. A good one on hand today. The Aviators looking to open up their season in style, and Sandy Valley looking to win for the third straight game in a row. First pitch is a strike. It is an 0-1 count to begin the season. On the mound for Alliance today, it is the sophomore Lily White. The pitch misses upstairs. 1-1 now the count on the leadoff hitter Peyton Nicholson, the shortstop. So far this season, Sandy Valley 2-0, a perfect start. Two great wins, the first of which came against St. Thomas Aquinas. 32-0 the score. That is not a typo. 32-0 the final in that game. And their last outing, a 10-0 victory over Kenton South. 2-1 count on Nicholson. The pitch. Perfectly in there from the sophomore. Evens things up at 2-2. White looking to settle into the campaign. Last year, a great asset offensively for the team as she batted .256 in her freshman campaign. The 2-2 bounces in. First batter of the season faced, and we will have our first full count, 3-2. A good battle so far. After Nicholson, Nadia Douglas, the third baseman, awaits in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. 3-2 the count. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it is upstairs. A leadoff walk for Peyton Nicholson. Good patience in the box by Nicholson. That will put one aboard for the Cardinals. And now we will see Nadia Douglas, the third baseman. Top one runner at first. The first pitch, runner fakes, and it is a strike. 0-1 the count. Douglas, the third baseman, playing in what would be her sophomore campaign. A lot of young players on both sides of the ball today. Both sides sporting very young rosters. Bunt shown, pulled back, but not in time on the follow-through. 0-2 the count. Alliance looking to rebound and get out number one. Bella Mead awaits in the on-deck circle for Sandy Valley. The 0-2 from White, and it's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number one on the year, but it is a drop third. But either way, it will be out number one. The runner will advance into scoring position. Nicholson now at second base, but that is strikeout number one on the year for Lily White. As Bella Mead comes in, we will take this opportunity to set the defense for the Aviators. White on the mound. Tasia Hendershot behind the dish. Cheyenne, her sister, over at first base. Claire at second. Lunsford over at short. Manier, who will get this one, over at third. And that is a stolen bag for Nicholson. And from left to right in the outfield, it is Brown, Pasco, and Cameron. And we will have our first conference between the umpires of the night. It looks like Sandy Valley and Alliance will take a quick pause here. They wanted interference. And we will still convene on the official call. And they are going to say it is batter's interference. So if that is the case, the runner goes back and all of a sudden, it's out number 2. Still looking for official confirmation. Both sides will continue to confer as of right now. Alliance getting out of this jam with a break at the plate. Alliance last season 10-19 on the year, 2-8 in EBC play. Their 2 wins against Salem and Carrollton. Other notable victories, a sweep against both sides of one of the biggest rivalries in all of high school football. They swept McKinley and they swept Massillon. As for Sandy Valley, a 10-8 campaign last season, just over 6 runs per game plated and just under 4 surrendered. The runner at second base, 2 away now, as here is Petro, the catcher. Ground ball over to short. This could do it for the first inning, and on the stretch, Petro is out to retire the side. Lunsford, a great throw over from short to make sure no damage is done. We head to the home half of the first inning. Alliance's first ups of the season when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. A batter's interference call helps out the Alliance Aviators and bails out their defense in the top of the first. Now it's their offense's turn to get rolling in the home half of the inning. This frame, it will be Alexa Brown, Lily White, and Tasha Hendershot. The 3 due up for the Aviators as they will have their first cuts of the 2025 season. Stepping in first, it is the left fielder, Alexa Brown. Brown, the junior, looking to make an impact in the leadoff spot. Her task, break down Bella Mead, the starting pitcher for Sandy Valley. And we are officially now at the initial start time of 5 p.m. But for those who keep a close eye on high school sports, especially in spring, start times, they are more of a figment of an imagination as we start early 9 times out of 10, a stark contrast to winter. The first pitch from Meade skips in, a ball, 1-0 the count on Brown. Alliance looking to get a good start to the season. On Saturday, they host a doubleheader against Dalton. This game will help them prepare for the doubleheader tilt against the Bulldogs. 1-1 now the count as Meade gets her get-right pitch. Meade last inning was the batter called out for batter's interference on the throwdown 2-3. Brown chops that one foul at the dish. 1-2 now the count. Lily White awaits in the on-deck circle. 7 RBIs last season, 4 doubles, and 1 triple for her. 1-2 the count. Meade deals, and it will skip low and past the catcher. Petro unable to keep it in front. Mead on the bump, Petro behind the dish. Curley at first, Burke at second, Nicholson at short, Douglas at third, and from left to right in the outfield, Winters, Cox, and Mail, the defense for Sandy Valley. 2-2 the count. Mead looking for strikeout number 1, will get it. Brown unable to connect, and Bella Mead starts off her day on the bump in style. 1 up, 1 down, and we have a pitcher versus pitcher battle. It is Lily White stepping in. Once again, the sophomore batted just over 250 last season. A good start to life as an Aviator, but this year, this is the time that she can really introduce herself to the EBC. And the first pitch she sees is grounded over too short. The throw back 2-1 is in time on a great stretch from Curley. A great play over at short by the freshman. 2 up, 2 down. And after the ground out to Nicholson, finding Curley, up steps Tasha Hendershot, the catcher. Hendershot, 374 last year, 38 RBIs, 14 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 bombs. First pitch she sees of the season is a ball, 1-0 the count. 2 down in the bottom of the first in Alliance, 0-0 your score. The pitch, ground ball over towards third, a beautiful snag, and the throw is in time. The Aviators go in order, and Douglas seals the deal. End of 1 in A-Town. Honors even at 0. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. Top of the second inning in Alliance, 0-0 the score. A good back and forth affair so far. A lot of twists early on, the main one still being the batter's interference. If Sandy Valley falls in this one, that will be a point of emphasis post-game to see, is that what should have happened? Alliance certainly thinks so, and the Aviators, after some offensive struggles, look to blow off some steam defensively. Popped up into right field and caught for out number 1. That is Cameron, the flex out and right, making the play. With the lead off man retired, now up steps Curley, the first baseman. We've called Curley's name a few times so far today. The main thing that she's done, a great stretch to earn out number 2 in the home half of the first. You can never underestimate the value of a great stretch. Ahead of the first offering from White, 0-1 the count. Curley, just as the rest of the freshmen, looking to acclimate themselves to high school ball. This is a great opportunity for her to do so. Sandy Valley, one of the best offenses right now on paper, averaging 44 or scoring 44 runs this season. A good diving effort, just not in time on the effort from Hendershot. But 44 runs across 2 games, 22 per game. A hot start from Sandy Valley and an almost web gem behind the dish from Hendershot. Expect to see her very active behind the dish as this game progresses. 0-2 the count on Curley, 1 away in the top of the second inning. The pitch from White goes in and just misses outside. 1-2 the count on Curley. After today, Sandy Valley will host Fairless on Saturday. 1-2. Swing and a miss on a one upstairs. White gets the bait on the high heat. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second inning. Strikeout number 2 on the year for Lily White. And now up steps the 7-hitter McKenna Burke. White's first offering to Burke. Chopped weakly over towards third base. A tough play, and it is made on the stretch. Cheyenne Hendershot gets over and extends to retire the side. Once again, you can never underestimate the value of a great stretch. Just as the Aviators did in the home half of the first inning, Sandy Valley goes in order in the top of the second. The Aviators back to the sticks when we return. Alliance looking for redemption in the home half of the second inning. They went in order to begin the game. Now Cheyenne Hendershot, Mia Pasco, and Kendall Brown step in as the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Aviators. You are just joining us. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live at Alliance High School. First pitch skips in to Hendershot, 1-0 the count. In her junior campaign, she batted .325 with 14 RBIs and 2 bombs. The 1-0, fouled into the backstop. Hendershot, along with her sister Tasha, 2 sport athletes on top of playing softball. They also play some volleyball for the Aviators. 1-1 the count, the pitch. Swing and a miss on 1 down low, 1-2 the count. Meade looking for strikeout number 2. Hendershot looking to be the first Aviator on base this season. Meade's delivery. Sent into center field. A good amount of power. It will stay in the yard and caught out by Cox for out number 1. After that flyout, up steps Mia Pasco, the center fielder. Pasco last year, 5 RBIs and 2 doubles for the Aviators. Bella Meade currently cruising on the bump. 4 Aviators faced, 4 retired. And based on the way that she is playing, a contact pitcher by trade. Her first offering is cut at and missed by Pasco. 0-1 the count. Mia looking to spark the Aviator offense. Meade wasting no time, delivers, ground ball right back to Meade, and it is a pitcher fielding play for out number 2. A simple grounder right up the middle, easily taken care of by Meade. Another good play by Sandy Valley. Kendall Brown now steps up. She is the designated player for Alliance. She could flex in and out with Caitlin Cameron, the designated flex. 5 up, 5 down so far today for A-Town. The first pitch skips past the catcher, Petro. 1-0 the count. But Sandy Valley, they have their sights set at a great season, a great start. Obviously, the competition that they've played have struggled this season, but they feel that offense can continue no matter who they play. 2-0 now the count on Kendall Brown. If Brown is able to get on, it is Manier, the third baseman, due up. Meade looking to settle into the at-bat. Deals the 2-0, grounder right back to Meade, and for the second batter in a row, it is a pitcher fielding play. This time it retires the side. 6 Aviators up so far today, 6 retired. Sandy Valley puts down A-Town in order. We head to the 3rd inning at Alliance. Honors even at 0 on SmeeSports. Top three in A-Town. If you are just joining us, I saw on YouTube a lot of new numbers joining the list of viewers. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live on SmeeSports. A lot of defense so far, or if you are a fan of irony, a whole lot of offense. Lily White on the mound for the Aviators. 2 strikeouts so far. The first at-bat of the third is Logan Mail, the right fielder. She currently has a hitter's count 2-0. It's Mail, Cox, and Nicholson. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Sandy Valley. Here's the 2-0. Lobbed in the zone on the corner. 2-1 now the count. A tremendous get right from Lily White. A sort of meatball just on the outskirts of the zone. Either way, it gets the job done. No swing, and the strike still counts. And she goes right back to it. A sort of eephus lobbed in. 2-2 now the count. Lily White changing her approach, choosing precision over pace. 2-2 the count, bunt shown, the pitch. It is popped and just foul. Cheyenne Hendershot, the closest of the two players. Well, to be fair, you could have said the Hendershots were the closest to it, and you still would not be wrong. Count remains 2-2 on Mail. Bunt still shown, 2-2, the pitch. Ground ball right to White. White scoops it up, flicks it over to first for out number 1. And for the third batter in a row combined, we have a pitcher fielding play. This might be one of the longest streaks that we've seen of that. A lot of baseball purists definitely love their pitcher fielding plays. Obviously, the pitcher's main goal, strike out batters, force bad contact, but sometimes they got to do their job in the field, and we might see a little bit of it here, but instead, Cheyenne Hendershot tags out Cox for out number 2. A great heads-up play by Cheyenne. It's a tough bunt down that line. Obviously, she could have waited for Claire to get over from second base, but if you have the tag, you take it, get the simple out. Don't be too crazy with things, and make sure you add a 2 opposed to a 1 on the scoreboard. Nicholson back up for the second time today. She walked her first time up. And across the board, she is the only walk and the only base runner for either side. 1-0 now the count. White sets, delivers, cranked right field, and it is caught on a line. Caitlin Cameron, right place, right time to retire the side. Once again, Sandy Valley goes in order. A pitcher's duel on hand in Alliance. We go to the home half of the third inning. Alliance and Sandy Valley both with goose eggs. Bottom 3 in A-Town for Alliance. It is the bottom 3 of their order. It's Menier, Lunsford, and Lydia Clare due up in the bottom of the third. If you are just joining us at Alliance High School, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. Tomorrow we will have Marlington softball as they open up their season on the road in Louisville. First pitch to Menier is a strike, 0-1 the count. And on Saturday, we will be right back here in this same exact spot. A doubleheader as the Aviators welcome in Dalton. 11-1 the first pitch times as of right now. The 0-1 skips in, 1-1 now the count. Bella Meade continuing to pump on the mound. First batter she faced, she struck her out. But since then, all forced contact, 4 ground outs, and a fly out to center field. The 1-1, and it is in there, 1-2 now. Meade, a great delivery. After Menier, it is Aubrey Luntz for the shortstop awaiting in the on-deck circle. 1-2 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. Meade gets strikeout number 2, and it's good enough for out number 1. Now we see Aubrey Lunsford, the shortstop, stepping in. Still no Aviators have reached base safely. Looking at the box score, strikeout, ground out, fly out, ground out, and strikeout. First pitch to Lunsford is low and in the dirt, 1-0 the count. In games like this, every little play will matter just a little bit more. No errors quite yet. Both sides need to keep it that way. Here's the 1-0. Foul down the right field line. A good bit of hitting, good bit of contact, but definitely not enough to keep it fair. 1-1 now on Lunsford. Meade looking for strikeout number 3, or at a minimum out number 2. She looks for out number 2, grounder to second base, and the underhand flick is in time from Burke. A good bit of fielding over at second base by Burke. 2 up, 2 down in the home half of the third. And here comes Lydia Clare, the 9-hitter. We have not seen a base runner since the first overall batter of the game, and that was Peyton Nicholson for Sandy Valley. First pitch to Clare is in there, 0-1 the count. Lydia Clare, yet another multi-sport athlete, along with softball. She as well, like the Hendershots, plays volleyball. Here's the 0-1. Weak grounder left side and foul. 0-2 now the count as Meade looks for punch out number 3. For Sandy Valley in the top of the 4th, Douglas, Meade, and Petro due up. It's an 0-2 count. The pitch from Meade, and it skips in low. 1-2 now. Good patience by Clare. Alliance getting antsy in the box. Obviously, they want to put something in play. They want their offense to get rolling, but it just quite hasn't. The 1-2 is upstairs. 2-2 now. Alexa Brown, the leadoff hitter, would be due up next for the Aviators. Bella Meade and Sandy Valley looking to retire the side. 2's all the way around, and she gets her 3rd punch out. Clare goes down swinging to retire the side. A no-hitter and perfect game through 3 for Bella Meade. We go to the 4th inning. Sandy Valley up to bat when we return. Top of the 4th inning at Alliance High School. Still no hits for either side. 0-0 your score. A tremendous gem being pitched by Bella Meade and Lily White so far. First pitch of the frame is a ball. 1-0 count on Nadia Douglas. Douglas, Meade, and Petro, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the 4th for Sandy Valley. White back to work on the mound. Will deal the 1-0. Grounder chopped right side, and the play from Clare is not in time. We will watch that one back to confirm the call, but if so, it is an infield single. That is how it will be scored, and we finally have our first base hit of the night. It was a good swing, just a simple pull over to the right side. Douglas gets it done. It's a foot race, and I think Douglas won that foot race. First hit of the night, 1 runner on now, and it will be a first pitch ball to Meade. Douglas now expect her to be active on the base path. Beta throw, advance. If it wasn't for the batter interference from Meade, Sandy Valley would have had a runner at third base in the first. 1-0 count, the pitch. And it is low, 2-0 the count, and once again, Douglas fakes her break. I really am a fan of that movement on the base path. As a former baseball player, if you are active on the base path and can force chaos, a game can suddenly flip on its head. The 2-0, swing and a miss, now the steal, the throw, a dime, and she is out! What a chuck by Tasha Hendershot! That is the only danger of being antsy on the base path. When you have a catcher like Tasha Hendershot, forget about it. Clear the bases. We'll watch this one back. What a dime by Hendershot, and the tag is just perfect. Lady Luck remains on the Aviator side of things. 2-2, now the count on Meade. White looking for out number 2. Doesn't get it quite yet. It is upstairs. Full count, 3-2. After Meade, it is Petro due up next. White looking for strikeout number 3. Number 3, yes. It is popped up on the payoff pitch, and it is shallow. It falls in. A base hit for Bella Meade on the payoff pitch, and that will be hit number 2 of the inning for Sandy Valley. That is that Bermuda Triangle out in the outfield, center field, right field, and second base. No one calls it off. Everyone converses, and it splits everybody perfectly. Bella Meade, a bloop single, and once again, Sandy Valley has a duck on the pond. Teresa Petro's turn to hit. The first pitch she sees, she rapidly fouls down the left field line. A good amount of power on that swing from Petro. 0-1 the count. Top of the 4th inning. 2 hits for Sandy Valley, none for Alliance. 0-0 your score. Sandy Valley looking for their first run of the ball game. The 0-1, and it is low and inside. And we will now be at 1-1. For Alliance next inning, Brown, White, and Hendershot due up. The Aviator offense needs a strong 4th inning. The 1-1, chopped foul weakly once again to the left side. 1-2 now the count. White knows in the back of her mind any contact puts the runner in scoring position. Her main goal, get out number 2 at the plate. If you win the war at the dish, all of a sudden this inning becomes a whole lot easier. The 1-2, White lobs it in, grounded down the right field line, and a simple tag from Hendershot is good enough for out number 2. But as I said, that will put a runner in scoring position. Grayson Winters, the left fielder, looking to put Sandy Valley on the board. 2 down in the top of the 4th inning, and the first pitch is a ball to Winters. Brenna Curley, the first baseman, awaits in the on-deck circle for Sandy Valley if Winters is able to reach. The 1-0. Just not in there. A good miss from Lily White makes it 2-0. If Sandy Valley plays their cards right and puts 2 ducks on the pond, they could really blow this game open early. Here's the 2-0. And once again it misses. 3-0 the count. Brenna Curley, the first baseman, a pressure at bat potentially upcoming. White looking to regain her edge. And she does with that pitch. 3-1 now the count on Winters. Winters, her task is simple. Put the ball on the ground in the outfield, and Sandy Valley takes the lead. 3-1 from White. And it's just not there. Winters draws a 2-out walk. 2 runners on, 2 away, and here comes Curley. Curley struck out swinging her first time up. A chance for redemption in a big way. This would be a great way for the freshman to say, I am ready for high school ball. And it is popped shallowly, and it drops in the infield. A bloop single inside the brown for Curley, and that loads the bases. Another unconventional hit for Sandy Valley. That loads the bases up, and now up steps McKenna Burke. And here it is. The second baseman has a chance to blow this one open. 0-0 the score. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. The senior looking to go out in style for Sandy Valley. This would be a great place to start. The first close game Sandy Valley has played all season. The 0-1, ground ball weakly down the left field line and foul. 0-2 now the count. White needs to dig in her pocket for her best pitch. 0-2, 2 away. Runners at first, second, and third. Bases juiced. White and the Aviators have their backs against the wall. Here comes the 0-2 from White. And it is in there! Strike three looking from Lily White. The base is loaded behind her, but the freshman, unfazed, gets out of the jam. We will watch back that pitch. Lily White really was against the wall, nowhere else to go. She needed to win it at the plate, and win it at the plate she did. We go to the home half of the fourth inning, all still to play for in Alliance. Alliance more than ever needs a run here as we enter the home half of the fourth inning. They got lucky in the top half of the frame. No runs allowed with the bases loaded. That now makes it 4 runs stranded this game for Sandy Valley, and no runs to show for it. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. It's a first pitch ball to Alexa Brown. Alliance, this is their second run through of the order, as the first time up no one got on. All 9 went in order. Meade pitching a tremendous game for Sandy Valley. Misses low there, 2-0 the count. But this game looks to be a tremendous battle. It just depends which side breaks. Alliance, they were bent to their limits in the top of the fourth. Now can they push Sandy Valley to their limits? Fouled into the netting, making it 2-1. A pretty quick game so far as we are cruising through this one. I believe we are technically now at the halfway point pretty much. 2-1 the count. Meade deals. Ground ball right side and foul. Fouled over towards Alliance's dugout, making it 2-2. Meade forcing 2 foul balls, brings herself back to a pitcher's count. And so far, 3 strikeouts through 9 batters. Pretty good efficiency from Meade. The sophomore getting ready, deals. Lined right side, it is tripped up at first base, but not enough on the dive. The leadoff man is aboard for the Aviators, and that interrupts the no-no. Alexa Brown, a great base hit, the first base hit of the season for A-Town, and they have their go-ahead run on the base path. Now up steps the sophomore pitcher, Lily White. A ground out over too short her first time up. Meade deals, swing and a miss on the first offering. Meade zips it right past her fellow pitcher. 0-1 the count on Lily. Brown awaiting at first base for the Aviators. Mead sets, winds, delivers. Misses upstairs, but in the end, they say it's a strike. A late call makes it 0-2. The right call in the end. It was just in there at the letters. A top of the zone call, the right call in the end. And White now needs to get creative down in the count, 0-2. Mead looking for punch out number 4. Doesn't get it. It is cranked into right field, and it will be caught in right for out number 1. A basic fly out, a decent trajectory off of the bat, but still not enough to full mail out in right. Now up steps Tasha Hendershot, the catcher. We have seen her hustle so far. Already one batter caught stealing. Now can she catch a barrel and put the Aviators on the board? She has the power to do so. Mead's first offering, ground ball, it is over at third base, it is kept in, and the throw 2-2 is not in time. And on the bobble, Hendershot along with Brown will be safe. And E5 puts runners at first and second, Alliance's first runner in scoring position of the night. A tough ball hit to that left side, just batted down by Douglas. No possible play afterwards. Mead's first offering upstairs past the letter, and a quick relay from Petro back to Mead. Petro will definitely be active as this game progresses, especially with 2 runners on. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Misses outside and low, 2-0. Cheyenne Hendershot, she batted .325 last season, 14 RBIs and 2 home runs. A hitter's count here, 2-1. The pitch pops up and out of play. And that will exit the ballpark. The way that this facility is designed, it is basically on a hill, and then you have a pretty steep drop-off. 2-1 the count on Hendershot. Mead's delivery. Misses low, 3-1. Mia Pasco, the center fielder, awaits in the on-deck circle. A chance to load up the bases for Alliance. Ground ball left side, this could be a double play. They get the lead runner at 3. The throw to 1 is not in time on the lob. Keep the scenario the same, but now out number 2 on the fielder's choice. And now we see Mia Pasco step in. Pasco still a prime opportunity. Sandy Valley looking to strand 2 Aviators on the base path. Still no damage done by either side. Bottom of the 4th inning in Alliance. Mead's first pitch is low, 1-0 the count. For Sandy Valley next frame, Mail, Cox, and Nicholson due up. 1-0 count, 2 away, bottom 4. Meal ready, delivers, swings, and misses. Pasco unable to connect. Pasco last season batted under 100, but those 5 RBIs, that is what she looks to harness here. The pitch, skips in low, and Petro blocks it. A good save behind the dish by Teresa Petro. 2-1 the count. Honors still even. Alliance looking for their breakthrough. Pasco unable to connect in the dirt. Evens things up at 2-2. 2s all the way around. 2 runners on, 2 away. 2-2 the count on Pasco. Mead looking to get out of the jam. Bella Mead ready to go. Deals. Popped up inside the infield and caught by Mead to retire the side. Another great pitcher fielding play by Meade prevents any damage. We head to the 5th inning in A-Town. Still no runs. Both sides now have at least one hit. Sandy Valley, they loaded the bases last time up. They look for redemption when we return. Top 5 at Alliance High School, still no runs scoring. First pitch of the frame is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count on Mail. Logan Mail, Elena Cox, and Peyton Nicholson, 8, 9, and 1 due up in the top of the 5th for Sandy Valley. Lily White continuing to deal on the mound. Goes for the corner and cannot find it. But White so far, along with Meade, 3 strikeouts to their name. 3 hits allowed by Meade, 2 by Meade, 3 by White. Popped up and coming right here, and I was unable to catch it. That's more of a protection play, trying not to have thousands of dollars interrupted by a foul ball. Either way, 1-2 the count, and my hand now is hurting. My audition to play Evan Longoria in his movie clearly has failed. 1-2 now the count on Mail. The pitch. Just outside, now 2-2. Dang, kind of missed baseball with it stinging that much. A lot more surface area. Didn't think that one through. The 2-2, it's low and swung on and missed. The throw over 2-1 confirms it. Strikeout number 4 on the afternoon for Lily White. With 1 away, now up steps Elena Cox, the center fielder. I really wish we had a commentator cam for that. That would have been a very good clip and a very good reel. People can definitely have that laugh at my expense, especially once you have that viewership come in, YouTube monetization. Small price to pay, but instead the price I'm paying right now is a pulsing left hand. 1-0 now the count on Cox. The pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. After Cox, we go back to the top of the order for Sandy Valley. White ready to go, deals, sent into left field, a good ball, and it's off the left fielder's glove. It is down, heading to second base is Cox. She will take the turn and retreat. The E7 puts Sandy Valley in scoring position. A sailing ball off of Brown's glove, a tough one. Cox now at second base, and that will put Sandy Valley in a very good spot. Nicholson, her turn. 3rd ups of the game, a walk and a fly out to her name so far. White deals, misses upstairs, 1-0 the count. Just as it was in the 4th inning, this 5th inning is going to be a tough battle for the Aviator defense. White sets and delivers, cranked right field line, it is through, and that should put Sandy Valley on the board. Cox will score at least a double. Nicholson into 3rd, she will take the turn, she will go. The play at the plate is not in time! An inside the park home run for Peyton Nicholson. Sandy Valley strikes first blood, and they lead 2-0. What a rope down the right field line. Sandy Valley strikes first, and the hustle from Nicholson adds a second on top. An inside the park home run. It is not every day that you see one, but when you do, it is a memorable one. Time called on the bump, as we will have a meeting for the Aviators. Their offense needs to hit their next gear when we enter the home half of the fifth. Nadia Douglas looking to keep the rally going for Sandy Valley. White looking to regroup on the bump. Her first pitch is low, 1-0 the count. Sandy Valley finally found their breakthrough. And as expected, it came at the expense of an error. 1-0 from White. And it is chopped over too short and caught. Lunsford charges it for out number 2 on a bloop. After that play from Lunsford, up steps Bella Mead, the pitcher. Looking at the way this offense has played in the top of the fifth, I think Bella will be very pleased with her offense. No one on, 2 away. Sandy Valley up 2-0. The pitch from White finds the outside corner, 0-1 the count. If Alliance is shut out today, they will have a lot to regroup for come Saturday. 2 games against Dalton, they will need a whole host of runs. Ground ball, it is through on the left side. A 2-out single for Bella Mead. After the batter's interference, she has really dialed into this one. 2 singles in a row. And now the rally can continue for Sandy Valley. It is Teresa Petro's turn. We talked about it early on in the game. Any little play could blow this one open. And right now 2-0, and it might get worse for Alliance. Mead now at second base. Another 2-out single. This time it is Teresa Petro. Sandy Valley has figured out Lily White on the bump. And now we will see Grayson Winters. It'll be interesting to see if we do see the call to the bullpen made by the Aviators. Another prime opportunity for runs presents itself to Sandy Valley, and White able to get a first pitch strike. 0-1 the count on Winters. Last time up, she walked. White sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes in a row. White finding her stride once again. The Aviators will send out their 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the home half of the inning. 0-2, the pitch pops up and foul off the netting. A survival swing from Winters. The lefty stays alive. 0-2 still the count. Alliance, they just want their next ups. Lily White getting ready to roll on the bump. Here is the 0-2, and it is upstairs, 1-2. White tries challenging with the high heat. Winters says no. A good patient approach from Winters. She has fouled off at least one pitch, taken some patience. Can she complete the play? It is popped to second base and caught. Claire retires the side on a simple pop out, but that will not be enough to prevent the damage. The damage is done. 2-0 Sandy Valley on top. We flip to the home half of the fifth inning in Alliance. Sandy Valley controlling this one. The Aviators up to bat when we return. Alliance has some work to do as we enter the home half of the 5th inning at Alliance High School. Kendall Brown, Alana Manier, and Aubrey Lunsford due up for the Aviators. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. Alliance looking to get back to their best. Bella Meade still dealing on the mound. First pitch, and it is a strike, 0-1 the count. Switch the view. Meade has been tremendous this evening, as expected. If she can continue this form throughout the rest of the season, watch out for Sandy Valley come May. And another strike, that one a little bit low, 0-2 the count. Meade very grateful for the decision. She looks to retire Brown in 3 pitches. 0-2 the count. Meade sets and delivers. Chopped foul into the net. Brown beginning her battle of foul balls. 0-2 still the count. Alliance, they need a good amount of offense in this frame. Meade still on the prowl for punch out number 4, and it will have to wait. 1-2 the count. Even if this next pitch retires Brown, a good couple of pitches added on because of her resilience in the box. 1-2 the count. Meade looking to win this great battle. Not quite yet, it is low, 2-2. We look at specific at-bats throughout these games. This might be the best at-bat of the game thus far. A tremendous battle, a couple of fought-off offerings. 2-2 the count. Meade getting ready, deals, and she wins the battle. Strikeout number 4 on the afternoon for Meade, and it is out number 1. And now up steps Manier, the third baseman. Alliance still looking for their offensive breakthrough. They have shown some signs of great plays, but they just need to string them together a little bit closer. Meade's first offering, lined on the ground, over 2 short. The throw is in time at 1. 2 up, 2 down for Sandy Valley's defense. Those are some of the most difficult balls to read. Off the bat, it's a liner, but quickly it does become a ground ball. At that point, you have to read, okay, is it going to stay low, or will we have a wayward skip? A good job over at short by Nicholson to read it perfectly. And now up steps Aubrey Luntz for the shortstop for Alliance. Meade's first offering is popped, and it will stay in play off the net. It looks like my opportunity for redemption on catching a foul ball will have to wait. 0-1 the count on Lunsford. Meade comes set, winds, delivers, swing and a miss. A golf swing from Lunsford puts her down in the count, 0-2. If Lunsford is able to reach, Lydia Clare would be up next for A-Town. Meade looking to get the Aviators in order. Unable to do so as she misses upstairs. 1-2 now the count. Patience is a virtue right now for Alliance. Not much time left to work with in this contest, but they need to make sure they play their best softball. As of right now, only 7 outs to work with. Popped up into foul territory on the left side, and it will fall into the visitor bullpen. Count remains 1-2. A good amount of power on the swing, but still not enough to have it foul in play. Lunsford buying pitches off of Meade. Meade looking to get out of the frame. 1-2-3. Count remains 1-2. Meade deals, and it is low, scooting in. 2-2 now the count. Another good battle at the dish. Both sides trying to be patient and wait for their opportunity to strike. Meade has a lot less on her mind than the Aviators. Meade looking to win the at-bat, and it is lined once again foul. The great battle continues. Lunsford doing all she can to keep the Aviators alive in the home half of the fifth. Meade still battling for out number 3. Won't get it quite yet. A catch will have to confirm, and it is there. Burke able to catch the pop-up over at second base, retiring the side. Once again, the Aviators go in order. We head to the top of the 6th in Alliance. Sandy Valley in control, up 2-0. A good opening day battle so far in Alliance, Ohio. 2-0 Sandy Valley on top of the Aviators. Only 2 more innings left to go in this one. The Cardinals able to plate their first 2 runs of the game on one swing of the bat. It was Peyton Nicholson on an inside the park home run. The first pitch of this inning is popped foul by Curley. 0-1 the count on the freshman. A good learning experience for both sides so far. A good battle. If you are Sandy Valley so far this season, you have only seen blowouts. 32-0 and 10-0. 42 combined runs, 21 per game on average. You have only seen that side of softball. But now you see a close game, a hard-fought battle, and you see what it means to win in close quarters. The 0-2 swing and a miss, a big chase from Curley, and the throwdown from Hendershot confirms it. Punch out number 5 on the night for Lily White. And now up steps McKenna Burke, the second baseman. Looking at the scoreboard, only 2 hits tonight from Alliance and 5 for Sandy Valley. The biggest difference, 1 error for Alliance and 0 for Sandy Valley. Popped up over towards first base. Cheyenne Hendershot bobbles it in foul territory and loses it. A good opportunity for out number 2, but Hendershot just unable to come up with it. A tough play to make the ball hanging up in the sky. You have to get underneath it. You have to track it. It's a difficult play. It is not a gimme play by any means. The 0-1 lobbed in there. What a beautiful offering from Lily White. She has gone to that ephus, if you will, a few times today, and each and every time it has worked. 0-2 the count. White deals, and it is popped up out of play, and it will stay just inside the park. After Burke, we will see Mail. White looking for out number 2. Deals the 0-2. Ground ball over towards short. It's a weak hit. The throw is just in time on the stretch from Hendershot. 2 up, 2 down for Alliance's defense. Lunsford yet another throw out. And that was a great play from Lunsford over at short. She had to partially charge it, and once again, reading a ground ball on turf is not necessarily a gimme play. It is difficult to see depending on how close it is to the rubber. It took a slight redirect. This time it's more concrete. The throw, Lunsford gets it, and it is in time! Hendershot saves the play on the pick and stretch, retiring the side. And there is the opposite end of the coin from Lunsford. Once again, an awkward ball to Greed at shortstop. She pins it underneath her glove, doesn't panic, recovers, and makes the throw out at first. 9 times out of 10, when the ball gets stuck like that, the runner will be safe at first. Lunsford digs deep in her bag and finds the 1 out of 10. Alliance's bats, they need to get rolling. Another chance awaits when we return. Claire, Brown, and White due up in the home half of the 6th inning for Alliance. The time right now, 5:58. This game going by very quick. I think a lot of us expected to be here at around 7. But right now, I think we could be done in the next 15, 20 minutes. First pitch is popped out of play and out of the ballpark. 0-1 on Claire, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. As well, next week, we will have our first Alliance baseball games of the season. We will have their games against Perry, Cuyahoga Falls, and Warren JFK, a.k.a. JFK Catholic. 1-1 the count now on Claire. Meade taking her time on the rubber. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball up the gut, scooped by Meade, and the throw 2-1 confirms the out. 1 up, 1 down. Another pitcher fielding play, the 4th of its kind by Meade on the bump today. 4 strikeouts, 4 putouts in the field. A great day for Bella Meade as she looks to seal the deal. Alexa Brown back up for the Aviators. The heart of the lineup about to come up. This might be their last opportunity to strike. An 0-1 count to begin the at-bat for Brown. If Alliance wants to strike, now is the time to do so. Meade back on the mound, winds and deals. Lined right side and foul off of the dugout. That makes it 0-2. After Brown, Lily White, the sophomore pitcher, due up next for the Aviators. 0-2 the pitch. Scoots in, now 1-2. A patient approach from Brown on that delivery. You cannot swing at a ball in the dirt like that. You have to let it go. Right decision made as she sees it go by. 1-2 the count. Meade sets, delivers, and it is in there for strike 3. Meade paints the corner. Strikeout number 5. 2 up, 2 down. That is now 7 batters retired in a row by Bella Meade. And now up steps Lily White. Alliance needs something on their offensive end here. Meade's first delivery misses upstairs. 1-0 the count. White so far today, a ground out and a fly out to her name. Meade taking her time on the rubber, getting the right grip. 1-0 the count. She fires. Popped up right side. It is playable, but it will fall. That will even things up at 1-1. If White is retired here, Hendershot squared plus Pasco would be due up in the home half of the 7th. Meade continuing her great day. Deals, lined, and it is off the glove of the shortstop Nicholson. White able to reach, and the tying run will step inside the box. A heater over towards short. No way that catch was going to be made. And now Tasha Hendershot, a chance to equalize. Hendershot last season, 3 home runs. She would need her first now to tie things up. That would be a big hit for the Aviators. Meade getting ready to work on the mound. The pitch, hit to the right side, plenty of power, but also out of play. So now the question is, how aggressive is Meade? Knowing Hendershot has home run ball potential, where do you throw the ball? You pitch, and all of a sudden, we are tied. 0-1 the count. The pitch popped up, similar spot, and out of play. Meade doing a nice job forcing pop-ups from Hendershot. Her sister Cheyenne awaits in the on-deck circle. 0-2 the count on Tasha Hendershot, the catcher. Meade needs it here. Meade sets, delivers, fires, swing, and a miss! Meade locks in and gets the strikeout to retire the side. Her 6th of the ball game does the trick and ends the Aviators' 6th. What a pitch from Meade. 1 runner on, the tying run in the box, but Sandy Valley's defense holds up. We head to the top of the 7th. Sandy Valley in control, up 2-0. Two 2-0 Sandy Valley on top as we rejoin the action in the top of the 7th inning here at Alliance High School. The Cardinals 2 runs, all of which came on an inside the park home run. The first pitch to Cox is a strike. 0-1 the count on the center fielder. In the on-deck circle, it is the inside the park home run hitter, Peyton Nicholson. And it's 2 strikes in a row from White. 0-2 quickly on Cox. White looking to start the 7th in style. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Unable to make it 3-3. It bounces in 1-2 the count. White doing all she can on the mound. The sophomore gaining a lot of good experience in this one. The windup and the pitch. Line, left field line. It's down and fair. Cox has the base hit. She will go for 2. She is in. She will go to 3. The relay is not in time. A leadoff triple for Elena Cox. Sandy Valley right back to their offensive successes. A great liner by Cox. She is able to rope it, and the success train continues to roll to Sandy Valley. So many successes in this game for Sandy Valley, but they continue to get better as the game progresses. A chance for more insurance here for Nicholson, and she will get it. It is down. At least an RBI single for Peyton Nicholson. She will take the turn and retreat back. An RBI single. Nicholson, all 3 RBIs belong to her. 3-0 Alliance trails Sandy Valley. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Cardinals. They needed a run this inning, and they got their run. Now up steps Nadia Douglas. She fakes and misses on the first bunt, 0-1. 0-1 on Douglas. So far a strikeout, a pop-out, and a base hit to her name. First creeps the pitch. The bunt not pulled back in time to throw down to 2. It skips past. Nicholson stays put at second. A good throw from Hendershot, but it just finds its way through. 0-2 the count on Douglas. The offense of Sandy Valley at their best as of late. So far this season, no runs allowed. And a good take from Douglas on the creep. 1-2 the count. Patience is a big deal right now for Sandy Valley. Their task, just keep runners moving along the base path. The windup and the pitch from White. It is upstairs, 2-2 now on Douglas. A lot of high pitches from White. Will she try and bring it down? I wouldn't be surprised if she tries and attacks that inside corner. Jam up Douglas, especially on the creep. It could get the job done. Instead, she goes outside and misses. Full count, 3-2. Bella Mead, the pitcher, 2 singles already today. She awaits in the on-deck circle. A prime spot for Sandy Valley. The payoff pitch, and it is a ball. Ball 4. The throw down 2-3 is not in time. Runners at the corners, no one down in the top of the 7th inning. And now we will see Bella Mead. Mead, a chance for the final nail in the coffin. A lot of power in Mead's bat and a lot of metaphorical power right now. The first pitch she sees blocked by Hendershot, and the runner will take seconds. That is the basic high school deal. Runners at the corners very quickly becomes runners at second and third. A single most likely scores 2 for Sandy Valley. 1-0 the count. White deals. Hendershot able to block, but the count now 2-0. The Cardinals have already loaded the bases once today. They try and do it again here. White getting ready on the rubber. Deals, lobs it in, and finds the zone, making it 2-1. That pitch has been deadly all afternoon for Lily White. The lob finds the zone perfectly. White looking to continue her dominance. There it is, now 2-2. Despite the score of 3-0, Lily White has pitched one heck of a game this afternoon. If she can pitch like this the rest of the campaign, Alliance should be primed for a very good season. 2-2, it is through. At least one will score. They will not send another. It is an RBI single for Bella Mead. Her third single of the day, her first RBI, and it is 4-0 Sandy Valley. Time has been called, and we will see the call to the bullpen made by the Aviators. Lily White will sub out and go into the field, and entering the game on the bump, I believe it will be Menier. And that is what we will see. White's day is done. Sandy Valley up 4-0. We will step aside as Menier warms up and rejoin the action in a few moments. The call to the bullpen has been made, and we will see Menier on to close out the top of the 7th inning, but a long way to get there. Runners at the corners, no one down, 4-0 Sandy Valley, your score. 1-0 the count, and once again, Meade will steal second base, the second runner in a row to change a runner at the corner situation to 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-0. It's in there, 1-1. A good delivery from Menier. In the box now, it is Teresa Petro. A chance to really ice this one. Line, left side, and through off the glove of the third baseman. 1 run scores, make it 5-0, and going to second base is Petro. The train continues to roll on the base path tracks for Sandy Valley. And now we will see Winter step back in. The lefty, 2 runners in scoring position to work with. The Cardinals really blowing this one open. Menier deals, misses upstairs, 1-0 the count. As of right now, our player of the game, there is one really, really strong candidate. And I think that we will see her on the bump in the home half of the 7th inning. 2-0 now the count on Winters. Another good patient take. Menier trying to settle things down for Alliance. The wind and offering, and it is through past tender shot. The runner breaks. There is no play at the plate. Meade able to score from third, make it 6-0 Sandy Valley. Another run gets through. First on a passed ball today, 3-0 now the count. In the on-deck circle after Winters, it is Curley. Runner at third, no one down. The pitch, and it is in there, 3-1 now the count. Menier trying to win back this at-bat. The pitch, and it is in there, 3-2. It looked a little bit low from our angle, but they will give the call. Full count on Winters. Curley awaits off to her left. The payoff from Menier, and it scoots on in. Once again, we will have runners at the corners. And time is called. Hendershot will go and talk to Menier. Tomorrow night, we will be at Louisville High School, 5 p.m. first pitch as the Leopards take on the Marlington Dukes. And on Saturday, we will be back here for a doubleheader. Alliance takes on the Dalton Bulldogs. 11-1 first pitches here in A-Town. And next week, we will be at the Baseball Diamond 3 separate times. On Monday, Massillon Perry comes in. On Tuesday, it is JFK Catholic. And on Thursday, it is Cuyahoga Falls. First pitch, now runners will be at second and third. As always, you can catch all of those games live on SmeeSports. 0-1 the count. Curley trying to send 2 runners home as she fouls that one into the backstop. 0-2 now the count. Still no one down in the top of the 7th. It is starting to get a lot colder here at Alliance High School. But in comparison to yesterday, a lot warmer. And there is out number 1. Menier wins the battle upstairs. Curley cuts right through, and that is the first punch out of the game for the relief pitcher. And now it is McKenna Burke. So far 0 for 3 today. First one is lined into the foul netting. 0-1 the count on McKenna. For the Aviators in the home half of the 7th inning, Hendershot, Pasco, and Brown due up. 0-1, Menier deals. And fouled once again into the side netting. Menier starting to settle in after Burke. Logan Mayle due up for the Cardinals. 0-2 count. The windup and the pitch. Misses upstairs, now 1-2. Sandy Valley's dugout, the most vocal that they have been all afternoon. They are enjoying this one, and they are cruising to a 3-0 start. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Menier gets 2 punch-outs in a row. A good recovery from Menier, and now up steps Logan Mail. Still 2 runners in scoring position for Sandy Valley. Runners at second and third. A lot of damage still can be done this frame. The first pitch is fouled into the back netting. 0-1 the count. Sandy Valley, their next games, they will host Fairless, then travel to Tusky Valley, then host Tusky Valley, then they go to Strasburg, and next Saturday they will host Minerva. The 0-1, it is fouled off the side netting. 0-2 the count. As for Alliance, they host Delton on Saturday for a doubleheader. Then they head to Akron Firestone on April Fool's Day before turning around and hosting CCC and St. Thomas Aquinas on the 2nd and 4th. 0-2 the count. Menier deals, and she misses upstairs. A good spot, but just not in the zone. Now 1-2 on Mail. A high bunt shown by Mail. Pulled back, missed upstairs by Menier. 2-2 the count. It was Cox who had a triple to lead off the inning, and she awaits in the on-deck circle. If she is able to hit, she would be the 10th batter of the inning. And we might see her. Full count, 3-2. If Mail gets on, Cox has a chance to give Sandy Valley a 10-0 lead. 6-0 the score right now. The payoff pitch, and it is in there. Strike 3 looking. Mail can't believe it, and Menier settles in. 3 strikeouts in a row to retire the side, but the damage has been done. Sandy Valley plates a bunch. Alliance needs 7 to win it when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. Alliance's final ups as we enter the home half of the 7th inning. Sandy Valley looking to hunker down and seal win number 3 on the year. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening live on SmeeSports. Meade will have to take down Hendershot, Pasco, and Brown this frame. Hendershot smokes it into left center field. It is through in the gap. Cheyenne will turn. She will go for 2, and she is in. A leadoff double for Cheyenne Hendershot. That is one way to tell the Cardinals that, hey, we are not done yet. We will watch this one back. A good bit of hitting, just roped over the shortstop, and it gets to the fence. Hendershot on the board. That is hit number 1 on the year, and it is an extra base hit at that. Meade getting back to work, skips it in. 1-0 the count. The turning point in this game, obviously the top half of this inning. 4 runs scoring. If not, Alliance would be in a prime position to tie it. Pasco looking to bring Hendershot in. The 1-0. skips in. Hendershot will dance in between second and third and finally retreat. 2-0 now on Pasco. Meade just wanting to end this one. A great day so far from her. She wants it to continue. And if you are Sandy Valley, you are trying to not allow your first run of the season. Once again, 42 runs scored, 0 allowed. Pure defensive dominance from the Cardinals so far. 3-0 the count on Pasco. The pitch misses upstairs. It's a 4-pitch walk to Pasco. And all of a sudden, the Aviators are back alive. Kendall Brown, the designated player, steps in as the Pittsburgh Staple Renegade plays. 2 runners on, no one down for A-Town. Meade desperately needs to settle in the 7th. Her first offering, chopped foul to the left side. Brown is on it now, 0-1 the count. After Brown, it goes Menier, Lunsford, and Claire before we head back to the top. Kendall Brown so far a ground out and a strikeout to her name. The 0-1 popped up, and it is into the foul netting. 0-2 on Kendall Brown. To their credit, the Aviators have done a tremendous job extending this contest. We are now nearing what would be about the hour-and-a-half mark. Here comes the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Meade gets punch out number 7 for out number 1. The Cardinals 2 outs away from heading home with a W. And now up steps Elena Menier, the third baseman. Menier, after starting over at third base, she made her way to the bump in the 7th. But she will look to move the runners along here. The first pitch she sees, she cuts on through, 0-1 the count. Sandy Valley, a tremendous start to the season. They would be 30% to their win tally from last year if they win this one. 0-1 the count on Menier. Meade deals, pops up into the foul netting, and it will fall. The way things are looking, Aubrey Lunsford would be the final hope of Alliance. 0-2 the count. Meade looking for strikeout number 8 on the day. Finds it! Menier freezes on the corner. 2 up, 2 down after the double and the walk, and Sandy Valley can sound their final countdown. Meade has done a tremendous job after some early 7th inning adversity. She is back to her best. Lunsford, a ground out and a pop out, both to second base. Her resume so far. The first pitch is in the dirt. 1-0 the count. After Lunsford, it is Lydia Clare. Stay tuned on social media postgame as we will be talking with the victorious team, their head coach, along with some key players. It's a 1-0 count, the pitch. Skips on in. Now 2-0. Alliance just looking to see another batter get up. It is about reps now. Meade comes set, winds, delivers, skips in, it's at the catcher's feet to seal it. It goes wide left. A double steal, perfectly executed. Put the 2 runners in scoring position. 3-0 the count. Claire an opportunity to potentially hit with the bases loaded. Once again, this game's still not over quite yet. Meade gathering herself on the mound. Here comes the 3-0 and chopped foul. Now 3-1. Lunsford, the freshman, a pressure situation. If she gets a base hit here, not only would it be her first career RBI, but it would be her first career hit. 3-1 now the count. Meade deals. Swing and a miss. Lunsford down to her final strike. Meade has recovered well in the bottom of the 7th. Full count, 2 away. Runners at second and third for the Aviators. This can do it. Meade for the win. Gets it! Bella Meade strikes out Aubrey Lunsford. Strikeout number 9, and Sandy Valley wins for the 3rd time this season. Another shutout, 6-0 over Alliance. A great game pitched by Bella Meade, 3 strikeouts down the stretch. She is our player of the game. 9 total punch-outs as well. 3 base hits from her and an RBI. Alliance will look to regather themselves come Saturday as they host Dalton for a doubleheader clash. As for Sandy Valley, they will test their 3-0 record at home on Saturday against Fairless before having a 2-game tilt at Tusky Valley, then hosting Tusky Valley. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter, and subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live. Trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. We will be back on the air tomorrow at 5 p.m. at Louisville. The Leopards take on Marlington as we begin our Marlington Dukes coverage on the channel for spring. If you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. But with that, that does it from Alliance High School. Sandy Valley 6, Alliance 0, your final. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Alliance.